Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
Okay, so what we're going to do in this cast, being that I had work and I have work and I'm not going to be able to see the movie until the weekend, Chris did see the movie, right? Avengers
Yep.
Infinity War. And it's going to be very brief because, again, when it comes to spoilers, certain movies I really don't want to spoil at all, like Chris 2, Godzilla, and Avengers. So, what did you think, Chris?
I liked it. I didn't love it. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to say anything specific. I will say I think this is one of the top 10 Marvel movies.
Okay.
Maybe even one of my top 5.
Okay.
However, Captain America: The Winter Soldier is still my favorite Marvel movie.
Oh.
Now, I think it's a superior movie to this. I really do.
Oh, my God.
Things that I liked without spoiling anything, there are a lot of good fight scenes.
Okay.
And my favorite one is toward the beginning.
Okay.
Thanos is a okay villain.
Oh, shit.
You probably saw my post on Facebook. I said Thanos is a moron. You'll see what I mean. But other than that, I think Josh Brolin did a fantastic job.
Oh, no.
Fantastic job. Motion capture, performance capture, whatever he did, and doing the voiceover. Fantastic. He deserves an award, I think, for this part.
So you're saying that they screwed up the writing for Thanos, the character?
Not the writing, his decision-making, specifically.
Damn it.
There were things that he didn't do in this movie that is, like, clearly what someone in his position should do.
Okay.
And by the way, I want to put this out there. This isn't a spoiler or anything. If you're going into this movie thinking that, he's like a bloodthirsty maniac, he's absolutely not.
Okay.
Spider-Man was awesome.
Okay.
Doctor Strange was awesome.
Okay.
Captain America was kind of
Shit.
Iron Man was great.
Okay.
I think this might be the best performance Iron Man has had, in my opinion.
Okay.
I got to say, though, I think Spider-Man and Doctor Strange were the two MVPs for the Avengers, in my opinion, anyway.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Just tell me without details, who wasn't that great?
Captain America. Wakanda as a whole.
Shit.
Thanos. As like his decision making, the Black Order. I don't know why they're in this movie.
Shit.
I gotta say
that. Fuck.
There's more good than bad, in my opinion. And you remember this too. I just got out of the theater like a little while ago. My opinion may change. I have to think about this a bit more. But my reaction to it right now is I liked it, but there was a guy walking out of the theater when I was getting in my car, walking out to my car, who was raving. He was like, "There are fucking plot holes upon plot holes in this movie."
Oh,
and
shit.
He mentioned one that made me like in my head, I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's absolutely right."
Shit.
Then I got to tell you, there's one after credits scene, and they better have a damn explanation for what was going on, for why this person never showed up.
Okay.
I swear, if they
don't go further, but okay.
Yeah. I will tell you this. A lot of people die. I won't say who.
Okay.
And in my opinion, a lot of their death scenes didn't have an impact.
Shit.
It was just like, they died. Oh.
Shit.
Who's dead? It was like, they're dead. That sucks. Who else died? Oh, they died? Oh, damn. Oh, they're dead too? Oh, well, that sucks. Like, they didn't give it a minute to breathe. They did give one character that treatment, and it was very good. But everybody else, it was just kind of like, they died. Oh, well. Thor. Thor was excellent in this movie too.
Okay.
Fantastic. Him, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange were my favorite characters in this movie.
Black Widow?
No.
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 And, no, all right, I'm not gonna go anymore. I don't want to. Okay.
Yeah.
Hulk.
Uh,
All right. Okay.
He was involved in my favorite fight scene, though. I will say that.
Okay. Now you know that I read a lot of comics with Thanos.
Yes.
I read Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, Infinity Crusade, Silver Surfer books with him in it. Before that, stuff with it before the Infinity Gauntlet, after the Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity storylines after that. So I pretty much know how he's supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Knowing that you know that info about me, what is your opinion? This is a weird question. What is your opinion that my opinion's going to be after I see it?
What do you think of when you think?
Wait, you're breaking up. Wait, you're breaking up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What do you think of when you think of the character?
Well, I don't want to talk about it at all. Thanos. I don't.
But what do you think? Like when you think Thanos from the comics, what do you think? Like, how would you describe him?
He has an agenda. And again, he isn't bloodthirsty. You know, he probably has an ego. But at the same time, he also has a side of him that I guess he feels that he's doing wrong at some point, and he kind of wants to lose.
Yeah.
In the comics, where he kind of screws up, probably makes himself lose by accident.
Yeah.
You know, after a while, he kind of gets a bond with these guys that, you know, like people he probably might be friends with, maybe, or maybe not. But the comic was different than what this is, because the comic was all about the whole reasoning for this movie is different from the comics. The comics, he's tried to impress Mistress Death. He's in love with Mistress Death, and, you know, killing everybody, that's going to be a way to win her over. And that was a total different from what this is, where I guess this one.
Not what this
so it's kind of a different Thanos, a different character in the movies. So I have to really see how he is. Now,
I think you'll like him.
Okay. Now, in the comics, he killed people and then he brought them back for his amusement. He screwed with them. He put them in different scenarios, maybe created like little universes for them. They interacted just to watch them, and then he killed them again. It's like he did a lot of different effed up things, but he did a lot of other things. So I'm just curious to see how this plays out.
I think you'll like him. I do. Yeah.
Ultimately, I don't know if it's going to end like it did in the comics, but, you know, he doesn't really die. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I know there's going to be another one, so we'll see. All right, so I'm not talking more about Avengers. We're going to leave it at that.
Sounds good. The
only thing I can say about Avengers is we got numbers from China very early. I mean, preview China. Yeah. 39 million. Just like I asked, only a couple of shows or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the only info I can give you for Avengers Infinity War. Now, there was some huge news today.
Yep.
Concerning Star Wars. I'm sure you know, because you know before I do. So why don't we talk about it?
If you're talking about the Star Wars Resistance?
Yes.
Yes. So the next animated show is going to be called Star Wars Resistance, which is what I had heard that a little while ago from some other, I don't remember what news outlets, but they did say that that's what they thought it was going to be, and that's apparently the title. And it does take place, from what I think it takes place between 6 and 7, I want to say.
It takes place right before Force Awakens.
Okay, yeah.
So in other words, I mean, you know more than I do, but I'm just saying, I'm happy to talk about it, so don't mind me. But I'm happy that Poe Dameron, the actor, is voicing
Oscar
Isaacs. I'm also surprised that Captain Phasma is going to have a big role in this too.
Yeah, right.
But I guess they really want to do her justice because they kind of screwed her up. I really like the idea of the pilots or whatever they're just spying and learning that the First Order is coming to be from the ashes of the Empire, I guess. Yeah. So I kind of like that.
Well, I probably be in this too.
Yeah, I really like that. I think Do we know who's voicing Leia?
I don't even know if she's going to be in it, but I'm assuming they'll get. I mean, obviously.
Are they going to get like Billy Lord to voice her, or
They
probably
might
not?
get some. Yeah, I think they'll get someone to try and do the best
Okay.
impression of Carrie Fisher.
Okay. So I'm excited about that.
Kylo Ren might be in it too, potentially.
And the actual.
I don't think Adam Driver.
Okay.
He might be in it though.
I like that. So I'm interested in that. Now, was there other? We said there was something else to Star Wars?
Not Star Wars, but I do have some pretty big news about Godzilla 2.
Yes, I saw that too. Go ahead.
So apparently, the motion capture actor who played George in Rampage is going to be doing the same, like, or similar motion capture work for King Ghidorah.
Nice.
That's big. That's a big reveal.
That is huge.
That means that we're probably going to have like a mocap fight between him and Godzilla.
I love that.
I mean, that's fantastic.
I'm very excited about that.
I would love to know how they're going to do that. I really would.
I know. So that now that is just what are we going to see anything from it?
Comic-Con. I think Comic-Con.
July, right?
Marvel already said that they're not at Comic-Con.
Yeah, they need a break. They you know. And what are they going to show anyway? Like
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
All right, but not that's not. I wouldn't have a whole thing because of that. First of all, I mean it's a movie, but it's not a huge one. You know, I don't think anyway. It's probably the lesser of.
Yeah.
Because in a way, it's kind of detached from the whole hype. So because it's detached, I don't really know if it's going to do as well. Because everybody in their head's going to think that it's connected. Let's be like, oh, is Thanos in there? Is this one in it? And it's not. It's just all right, you know. Because you're going to go from that high to a low. I'm thinking maybe it was a bad idea to put out Ant-Man and the Wasp the same year.
At this time, yeah,
I think that's a big mistake because again, the expectations of everyone is going to be Avengers high with Infinity War, and now you're going from this, and I'm not bashing Ant-Man, please.
No, but you're
expecting this caliber, right. And then you're going to go back down to reality. Just regular, oh, how's he doing? Oh, you know, the FBI's on his butt. Oh, he's running from the FBI. Oh, where's Thanos? Oh, he's not there? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. It's like, how about give it to us a year after? Like, that's my whole thing. It's like, there's too many Marvel movies this year. Black Panther, okay. Right? Avengers Infinity War, okay. Nothing else, please. But unfortunately, that's not the case. We have Ant-Man. Then if you want to count Sony's Venom and Into the Spider-Verse in the same year. Yeah, I don't really count them, by the way. I don't count Venom and Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, and nobody should think that they're going to see anything connected with them either. Like, don't think you're going to see Avengers. Don't think you're going to see Thanos. Don't think you're going to see anything connected to that at all. So again, I don't consider that, you know, but we'll see what happens. Ant-Man and the Wasp, that's like a January release. Okay, a February maybe. That would have been nice. And nothing wrong with February, it's just, but I know next year we're going to have Captain Marvel, right? Which is going to be in the Wakanda spot where Black Panther was, right?
I think so, yeah.
And then you're going to have Avengers. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's actually in March.
And then you can have Avengers in May.
Yep.
Which stay in May, by the way. Oh, this is what I want to talk about concerning that. So here's an example of the ramifications of a movie company that don't pay attention to decision and how much it's going to affect retailers and fans and the very comic that it came from. I said in the past how releasing the Avengers a week early really hurt the comic shops because they coincide the release of a Marvel movie with Comic Book Day, free Comic Book Day. Every year there's free Comic Book Day, and it's a huge day. It's like the Black Friday for comic shops. Like they will make the most money. They will make double, triple, quadruple, right? So they are loving free Comic Day. It's always in May. and usually companies put out a major Marvel movie or some type of comic release when there's free comic book day. So because they moved the Avengers release, you really hurt free comic day because there's not a major event connected with it, and you basically took the whole entire steam away from the comics, the merchandise, everything. So I don't know if you knew that, Chris.
No, I didn't actually.
Besides that, there is also the fact that every major retailer that puts out T-shirts for Avengers Infinity War was going to get them in and release them close to May 5th. What I seen today was a lot of retailers just embarrassed and angry because when you're going looking for Avengers Infinity War, there's hardly anything there. And that's only because originally they had like a thing, street date, May 5th, or whatever. They were always going to get them that time. The fact that they got anything before that is lucky, but that's not, you're getting the, just, the little things you're throwing out. So Spencer's had nothing. And I saw the lady, she was just not happy. Nothing. No hats, no shirts, nothing to do with Infinity War, period. I mean, ridiculous. I went to Hot Topic. They had 2 shirts, but they were not, there was no big thing in the front of it because you know what? They're waiting for May 5th. That was going to be their thing. Their planogram. Every store has planograms in the beginning of the month that they set their whole storefronts, if you didn't know that in retail. This is April. So like at the end of the month, there ain't no changing of anything. In the beginning of the month, they changed their storefronts, okay? In case you didn't know that about retail. So in May, you'll see the whole thing of Avengers Infinity War. Everything will switch around. You'll have a front table. Not now. Now they're like, oh, they have to piece something together at the last minute. But it's like you're grabbing straws. Not a lot. So it's embarrassing. And this really affects retailers and upsets them because what's going to happen now that you didn't get that out before that? Like the movie company they didn't care. And that's the problem. They're thinking they were doing something good. It was something bad. It was bad for the movie industry. It was bad for the comic industry. It was bad for the apparel industry, as well as all the action figures, different things, because everybody was planning all these things to come out around that time. So now it's an embarrassment that there's hardly anything. Hardly anything. And then you say, well, they had a lot of stuff here. No, not compared to what they're supposed to have. I mean, what do you feel about that, Chris?
The only stuff that I've seen out are the figures, and
not a lot.
Really
yeah. So I think they they missed the boat with this, and going forward, maybe it should be just keep with the release date. Don't release it early, and don't piss off the people that are working together with you to put out your merchandise. These retailers don't have to order heavy for Avengers Infinity War, but they did. And now they kind of got egg on their face. So, hey, Scott. Don't spoil anything at all, period, about Avengers Infinity War. Not even a little bit. I know you saw it. Just tell me one thing. You can talk, right? Okay. Tell me one thing. Did you love it, hate it, what happened?
It was good. I loved it.
Was it as good as you thought it was going to be? Because I'm getting that from Chris.
Yeah,
okay. All right.
I think it was good.
Now, Scott, off topic.
Yes.
So we're going to do a big thing of this when I'm able to see what I'm not working, right?
Yeah.
In your travels, as I was just talking to Chris, this problem. There was hardly any Avengers stuff out because they're all releasing it May 5th. Did you see that problem too, where there was hardly that much stuff out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I went into our Toys R Us over here just to see if they had anything, and they said they didn't have any. Because I was looking for PS4s and Xbox.
Oh, you're gonna play now? You're gonna play. You're gonna play video games with me
what
now.
I'm gonna do then go over to my vintage stock.
Look what I've done now. See that?
Yeah.
Now I got Scott to being a gamer too.
But no, yeah, I walked in there when the Toys R Us, and I didn't see anything. And they said, we're still getting trucks in, so do check back like every week.
And that's weird because they're going out of business, but they have stuff.
Because what they're doing is they're clearing out their warehouses.
But they're not going out of business? Well, that's
They are
another
going out of
topic.
business, but they're getting rid.
Yeah.
I mean, the stock they've got at their warehouses now.
They have to empty it out.
They still have to clear out the warehouse.
Right. Well, that'll be a topic one because we're going to
Yeah.
talk further about Toys R Us and keep.
But all I'm going to say is, yes, stay till the end.
Now, don't tell me about the after credit scenes. But
No,
Chris,
I'm not.
Chris and Scott, how many are there?
Huh?
One.
Just one.
One.
Yeah.
Not five like
No,
Guardians.
just one.
Just one.
One.
All right, don't say anything. All right. So, besides that, we have any other news, Chris?
Oh, not from my end, no.
Okay. Let me just get quickly. Oh, Black Panther again moved up to number. Oh, see, you had to show me a chocolate donut like that, chocolate frosted. Anyway, Black Panther moved up to number. Well, what is that, dude?
Long John.
Jesus. I think my Dunkin' Donuts is closed now. All right. Anyway, you're distracting me with all this crap.
Quick Trip.
Okay. I don't know what I was going to say now. What was I going to say? Oh, Black Panther.
Yeah.
We've been telling you guys to go see Black Panther because I wanted to beat Last Jedi. It moved up to number 5 on Wednesday showing. We're at 1,326,000,000.
Yes.
It's in the green, meaning it's moving up,
Yeah.
not dropping.
No.
Okay.
I give it one more week. I give it a week and a half, and it will be beating Star Wars.
We're about 7 million away.
Okay.
And it beats it. 7 friggin' million people.
Week and a quarter, better yet.
Let's do this shit, man. Let's go see this Black Panther if you can see it. I want it to be Last Jedi. I know. I shouldn't be saying that. But you know what? Whatever.
Last Jedi is still a better movie.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, Last Jedi is still a better movie.
Than Avengers?
No, than Black Panther.
Oh.
I like it better than Black Panther. They're both good.
Okay. Oh, you like it better than Black Panther?
Let me say this. I thought Avengers was on par with The Last Jedi. I didn't think it was better.
Yeah.
It was on par with it.
All right. But Black Panther, okay. I got now I understand because we're talking about Black Panther. Okay. Yeah, so I'm hoping it does that, but we'll see. Chris, one more thing about Avengers. What do you think it's going to do?
Oh, I think it's going to go crazy.
Like, finish off. Just pre-prediction.
I'm going to say close to $2 billion.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, we got, I don't mean to change the subject, but we do have news. We got a synopsis of Shane Black's The Predator. Okay? And it's not what we expected. It turns out that the kid, Jacob Tremblay, the actor, the young boy, accidentally triggers the reason that the predators come to Earth. So in other words, he's probably messing around with sending messages and accidentally sent something that alerts them to want to come here.
Dumb shit, kid. There you go. That's the reason why you should kill him first.
So now at least we have that the kid's being a kid that does something stupid.
Dumbass.
The government already knows about the predator, and they're like, shit.
Drop that little shit off.
Right. So now they think. Now here's the thing: whatever message was sent, and we don't know because he's a kid.
Eat my shorts, probably.
Well, here's the thing: maybe the kid said in a message, joking around,
"Bite my shiny metal ass."
Go after yourself. Whatever. Whatever he sends, they are going to invade and destroy the Earth. Like, whatever kind of message, that's the sense of urgency that now the human race the human race is screwed. Like, totally screwed. Because they're not going to just hunt one person. They're going to kill everybody. So I don't know what was in that message.
You know what he said? You know what he said?
What?
AVPR is a good movie. Alien Resurrection is pretty decent.
Oh, God.
Alien 3 is better than Aliens.
Wait, so are they going to have this scene, right, where he's communicating with the Predator, right? And I'm sorry for being graphic, right? Where he's going to translate to their language. Go fuck yourself. And are you going to have the government officials in the background like, oh, shit! And then you start seeing all these motherfucking spaceships like, like all headed out. It's like, oh shit! Like that would be hysterical if that. See, this might be a great movie after all. Now it might be fucking just hilarious that somebody
like got milk, and they're like, you bastard! Like
we worship the cow. Son of a bitch!
Luke dead.
Oh God!
I'm gonna beat your ass again, you son of a bitch!
I can't figure wait now because this is hysterical. So wait, there's more. There's more. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Okay, so only a ragtag crew of ex-soldiers, a disgruntled science teacher, can prevent the end.
What?
Can prevent the end of the human race.
Coming in and helping.
Wait. Several reactions from people present indicate the footage went over very well, with Olivia Munn making a big impression as the gun-toting scientist.
Well, look what she wore in as Psylocke. They were hoping she was wearing that same outfit.
At one point in time, Brown's character asks, "You're pretty handy with a gun. Where'd you learn?" To which Munn responds, "America." Ah, that's just wrong. And then there's also the Wayland Yutani Company in this.
Wait a minute now.
Yes.
Wait a minute now.
Yes.
That's kind of interesting.
Yes, I thought you would like that.
That's kind of interesting.
Yes, it is. I guess. Okay, so corporate science shenanigans says there's multiple scenes of soldiers battling numerous predator. So why the singular title? Black says that the reference will be explained in the film. So in other words, if there's many predators in this, why are you calling it the Predator? So there's a reason for it. They're trying to be intellectual.
From Subway.
I'm being serious now, right? Like I'm not even joking. What if the message or whatever that kid did links to the end of AVPR? Because Wayland Yutani was in that too.
Yes.
And technically,
they had the Predator technology.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second.
So this is technically all that stuff is canon, though.
It could be.
Yeah.
No, well, here's the thing. 1 is definitely canon. 2 is definitely canon because the character in here is the son of Gary Busey, but also the son of Gary Busey's character in the film.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So 1 and 2 are canon. Now, because Wayland Yutani's in there, AVP and AVP2 are canon.
Either that or something with aliens is canon because that.
So now, as far as Predators go, I don't know if that's canon. Doesn't really matter anyway.
I don't really see why it couldn't be because it happens on another planet. So it's like.
So now, what if we see an alien showing up?
Yes, it is because what's her name mentions Arnold in that movie.
That's right.
So what if we see an alien showing up in this? A surprise.
Maybe that's what they're going for.
Maybe there's an alien that's the Predator.
Fox's plan is like, you know what? Before we do this with Disney, forget Ridley Scott's plan. Let's do another Alien versus Predator kind of thing.
Yeah, an AVP 3, so to speak.
Maybe. That might be it. Oh, shit.
Think about that for a second.
AVP 2020?
And something about that message in reality indicates there's one of those xenomorphs there here on Earth, and that's the true reason why they come there.
Because think about this, right? And I know I'm going ahead of myself thinking that this is like a shared universe or something, but like, why else would you put Weyland-Yutani in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
If it wasn't going to be the Shield, Monarch, Protégum, connecting.
Now, here's the thing. If aliens are introduced in this movie, it could be so covert ops, like Brief, that if there did have aliens and that they would get killed, and then there would be no record of their existence when Ripley comes to be. Like,
think about this too, right? Let's say that AVP, we know that we know that Predator 2 is canon to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a xenomorph skull in the Predator ship in Predator 2.
Right.
And what's the same xenomorph skull?
So, you know what? Maybe this movie's going to be great after all now. I mean, they're redoing it. They redid some of it. I like that comedic element that somebody just screws up royally.
That does work. I mean,
that is funny.
That would make more understandable. Yeah.
That's hysterical.
I'm telling you, I honestly think that it might be that thing at the end of AVPR, because they never rectified that. They never, and that was like the big oh my gosh moment at the end of the movie. It was like the guy had the friggin' plasma caster,
and they were going to make weapons based on that.
Yeah.
So maybe they don't want their technology.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe they're like, oh, they've got our stuff. We got to stop them.
Maybe if he films like a video and he sends it to them, they see in the background like a toy, but it's just a toy that resembles what their weapon looks like, and then they lose their shit. Basically.
Or maybe he finds like the genuine article somehow. Like maybe they're replicating the weapons or something. And because if you remember, and I know again I'm mentioning AVPR and that might not be canon to this, but that Predator ship that crashed when the Predalien attacked the scout ship, that Predator was able to send a message on his wrist computer to their homeworld, to Wolf, and he was like, hey, the xenomorphs escaped on Earth, and he was like, oh shit, I'm on my way, So
right.
It is possible to send messages from Earth to the Predator homeworld, or the Yautja homeworld, whatever you want to call them, with their technology. So
let me ask you a question now. They did kill the Predalien, right?
They nuked the Predalien and Wolf. Yeah.
So there was no Predators, no aliens, no left at all.
The only thing apparently that was left was the plasma caster.
Right. Okay.
So I mean, but that was because the one guy took it with him before they dropped the nuke. So.
Right. Okay. So now this is getting better now. I'm happy we got some good news today.
Unless they're just being cute and they're like, let's put Weyland-Yutani in there and just be like, make a reference.
Yeah, it's a red herring.
It can't be. It's got to be a sequel. It's got to be a sequel. I mean, it's got to be related. I don't know. All right.
Unless this is the thing that inspires them to do the whole alien thing in the first place. Like, it's just like this is where they start off. And
see, but you know what? If you bring, here's the thing, right? Just think of the possibility for a minute, right? And I hope the company's watching it. If you bring the freaking aliens back to Earth, you could actually have, if they were smart, they could actually have Arnold Schwarzenegger back in a Predator movie fighting the aliens also. Like a dream effing come true.
You know what I just thought of too that would make you really happy? Not to cut you off, but like technically this movie would take place in the modern day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if they did another Alien like versus Predator movie and they said the other two were canon or that this is a new canon and it's if it's set in the modern day, that retcons David creating the xenomorph.
Right. No, but that's true though, yes.
Because they would have already existed.
They already exist. Well, it is canon. They already exist, technically.
What?
The alien.
Well, no, AVP and AVPR are not considered canon.
Well, now it is.
Well, we don't know if that's what this is saying.
I think it's canon.
We're just speculating.
I think it's really Scott just saying it. You know what it's like with David? I know I bring Doctor Who into this. Remember how in Victory of the Daleks, the guy thought he invented the Daleks.
Mhm.
We called the Ironsides, right? It's like, no, dude, you didn't. And just like in that alternate universe, that guy thought he invented the Cybermen,
Yes.
but it was probably like, you know, something came from space with diagrams and stuff, and he just, I invented it because of ego, right? That's what it probably is. Like
That's
the
book in Alien Covenant, the novel,
yeah.
he says flat out, like, they made these things, and I'm trying to make them too.
Right, he's just trying to copy the recipe. Like he's trying to make, like a chef, something that tastes fantastic. He's trying to duplicate it because
See, that's a cool idea with me. Not like the whole, oh, I created them. Like that to me is just like,
yeah, I don't see that he created shit.
Yeah, they're just trying to.
Because you know what it is too. He's damaged. He's not completely all working right.
He's a few wires short of a motherboard.
They said that, so he may think he created it, but he really didn't. You know, and that's what
That
the
was,
whole.
that was the
he's
loose, that was
insane.
also the loose basis for this the latest Lost in Space, because they were all.
Well, don't spoil for me.
I'm not, but I'm just
I
saying.
didn't see it. All right,
But that's also somewhat there too.
but yeah, all right. So we got our Avengers. We talked about Predator. We talked about Star Wars. Also, I figured out how to stream with the other platform. I beat the 4th boss for Bloodborne. Yay, tonight. And I also did something crazy, like scrapped my whole brand new novel's beginning.
Oh.
Which means that the book is going to be delayed. And then I have to go back to the drawing board, and I'm scrapping most of it. I'm just redoing stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to get my book out this year.
Yeah, so you basically wanted to tweak one thing, that one little thing.
You know what happened? It happens when I had time and I'm listening. I'm just writing, and I said, you know what? Nope, it's not working. Out. It does, and me, it's like tossing 50 pages, which yes, I worked a lot on it, but you know what? If it's not working, it's in the garbage. I mean, I do that a lot. So I don't care if it comes out another year or so. It has to be perfect. May not come out for another 5 years. Who knows? But you know what? I'm in my rewrite. So sorry, guys. Not that anybody cares. So that's that. The book is held back. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, yes, I'm going to be playing other games, too, on the platforms. And I figured out a way to do both without being wrong with the other. It's like my commentary is on the other platform, but me playing it without my commentary is on this.
There we go.
So it's like a separate
There
thing.
you go, yeah.
So it's allowed. So
I think that's how they also do it. The other casters do it.
It's like you'll give permission to one to have the main one.
Yeah.
And then the other one to have the clip. So again, I'm learning, guys, about the gaming stuff.
By the way, too, they revealed that in the Spider-Man game, you can get the Iron Spider suit from Infinity War.
Ooh. Oh, and speaking about Spider-Man, I read Amazing Spider-Man 799.
Yeah.
And I did not expect this to happen. Totally shocked. But spoilers, by the way. Turns out, spoilers, people. Okay, one more time. Do not listen to this. I'm talking about Amazing Spider-Man 799. If you did not read it, don't listen to me. Okay. So it turns out that the Goblin formula mixed with the Carnage symbiote eliminated the weaknesses of the symbiote. And the symbiote eliminated the weaknesses of the Goblin formula.
Ooh.
So now, forget about using Flame and forget about using Sonic. It doesn't work against the Red Goblin at all. He's laughing at them. Okay? And also, I got to tell you, it really showed finally how good Spider-Man really is, because he just about almost killed Miles Morales, Silk, and everybody that's connected to Spider-Man that is putting on a suit. Even Johnny Storm, like, Human Torch, they all had their asses handed to them. And Spider-Man was not in the game because his leg was messed up and broken. And it kind of ties into that future where he had this final battle with the Green Goblin. He wrecked his leg and he had to retire as Spider-Man. And his daughter took over, his daughter May. You remember from the Spider-Girl universe.
Yeah.
But something happens in the comic because we have Anti-Venom, which is now Flash Thompson. And if you remember, Venom's whole thing, that guy Mr. Negative did the reversal thing with the powers, which gave birth to Anti-Venom. So Anti-Venom can hurt Red Goblin because he's the opposite.
Yeah.
And also he has this ability of healing. So he actually, the universe that was Spider-Girl was completely and utterly erased because his leg is healed at the end completely, and that timeline will not happen. So that is an alternate timeline, Spider-Girl with his daughter, and his leg was broken and lost his leg or whatever with the Goblin, which is, Green Goblin and Red Goblin.
Didn't he lose an arm? I thought it was his
lost
arm.
the leg.
Oh.
His leg. Yeah. So that was the whole thing. So now that timeline's done. But now that we're going to see 800's coming out, we're going to see how he deals with the Red Goblin, because now he's healed at the end. So, and I don't know if Flash Thompson's alive now because he healed everybody. But while he was healing everybody, the Red Goblin's like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to hurt you until you're dead. So you see him like, it's like a Call of Duty thing where he's trying to like give the med pack for somebody while getting shoot at.
Yeah.
He knows that he's going to get stabbed or whatever, and he's healing each person while the Goblin's messing him up. And then finally he heals Spider-Man. Like before he just, I don't know if he dies or he passes out, and now it's on. Yeah. 800. It's going to be a $10 comic, people. $10. Yes, we don't like the $10 comics, but this one's coming again, so get ready next week.
It better have 5 stories in one. That's all I have.
Next week. So, oh, and by the way, in Peter Parker Spectacular, Nick Fury revealed, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Peter Parker's sister is really Peter Parker's sister. When they were on the run, Mary and the mother and father, Richard Parker, they left Peter with Aunt May and Uncle Ben, and while they're on the run, they found out she was pregnant, like already, and she just gave birth, and so yeah, and she was a spy like them. So she is 100% Peter Parker's sister, which at first I was really pissed about, right? Yeah. But now I'm having an open mind about it because the possibilities now are endless. Because one, she's a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, which is great. She has gadgets and different things. But two, it's another element to, now this is her brother. And if there's things going on with the Black Cat, if there's things going on with Mary Jane, maybe she won't get along with Mary Jane. Maybe she won't get, like there might be some friction. Or like, she might say, hey, why the hell did you just dump him? And then like different things might happen. So it's like, I'm kind of like, now I'm liking this element, which is surprising for me. But we'll see. I do like the fact that J. Jonah Jameson also knows that Peter Parker's Spider-Man and accidentally slipped to Norman Osborn that from the Gwen Stacy death that, yeah, that was his girlfriend. Yeah, that was Peter Parker. And then he's like, I remember! Because then the Mephisto spell was broken. Mm-hmm. And then he remembered that he used to remember that something happened where he couldn't remember, and now he remembers again. So the spell was broken with Mephisto and of that part, and Norman Osborn remembers, which is even more deadly. So, and then of course he also turned Normie into a Red Goblin at the end, which is another symbiote, which is interesting. It's getting good. So again, you don't want to hear that, don't listen. But all right, spoilers over. All right, that's it. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye for now.